Hi, welcome back to Dr. Sam in the City. Today I thought I would do a first for me, which is a video on my empties. Now, I guess I don't tend to hop around too much when it comes to my own skincare routine, but I suppose it's quite interesting for me to realise, A, I need to throw out a load of stuff from my bathroom shelf because I'm starting to get duplicates of things that have like this much left in them, and it just makes sense to kind of review all the products that I go back to time and time again, despite sort of, I guess, being exposed to a lot of new products coming on the market. So I thought I would look at some of my makeup empties, hair care empties, and skincare empties. Now, skincare wise, I'm down to my last 2 bottles of Roche-Posay Physiological Cleansing Gel. I'm now scared I'm going to have break-ins with people coming to rob me of my remaining assets. As you can see, I have been actively using the end of the pump to extract the very last bit, and I think I probably will get the scissors out and really get in there to make sure I don't waste any. But yeah, still mourning the loss on the inside of this precious commodity, hence I'm going to use every last drop of it. And then I noticed that actually I'd used all of this, which is the Aven Gentle Eye Makeup Remover, well, pretty much all of this. And I like this actually. I think Aven do great products that are non-irritant. I have a natural tendency to dry eyes. It's non-oily, so it's not gonna deliver those little bumps. Sometimes people are prone to miley, and I think oftentimes oily or biphasic type eye makeup removers, whilst necessary to get really kind of sort of stubborn waterproof mascara off, unfortunately can just cause trouble because they leave sort of a snail trail of residue behind. So I like this one, especially if you've got sensitive eyes. So those are the 2 skincare ones. Makeup wise, I've talked about this a lot, but I think it deserves another mention because I'm down to the bottom, I think, of my 2nd tube of this now, or a bottle. So this is Burberry Bright Glow Foundation in Ochre Nude number 12. So yeah, this just, for me, applied very sheerly with a beauty blender. And I watched an interesting video yesterday, from Violette _FR. I don't know if you've checked out this makeup artist who's a delicious French creature who's based in New York and does these super cool makeup videos on the go, usually in the back of an Uber or sitting in the cafe drinking a Kir Royale, as all effortlessly glamorous French women seem to do. And she's always doing her makeup on the go, and she has this technique, and I realise that she puts into words what I kind of think I hopefully do instinctively, which is just to put concealment over your trouble zones, but leave quite large expanses fairly bare or sort of covered with only the hint of sheerest of coverage. Her recent video on how to apply foundation, because she doesn't tend to use foundation generally, but how to do it in a way that fakes the eye into believing there's almost nothing there in terms of coverage. And I think, you know, that's the way we should be doing our makeup, not these kind of thick, occlusive layers where you blank out every natural element of the skin. Skin should look like skin. If you blush, you should see it. So for me, this is the kind of product that really lends itself well to merging with your own skin so that you see the good patches, and that is what the eye registers. It's just good, clear looking skin with almost no makeup on. So yeah, Bright Glow Foundation, beauty blender, and check out Violette's video on how to apply foundation. I could show you, but I wouldn't do it as well as her, so please go and look at her video. Then coming on to other makeup empties, I cannot tell you how many Kevyn Aucoin eyebrow pencils I've gone through in brunette. It's always very depressing when it gets to this point, and I'm still there stubbornly trying to eke out the very last bit of it. I do lose them quite frequently, so I now buy them in 3s when I go into Space NK, which yeah, is good for Space NK, I suppose. But yeah, love that product. And for me, brows, face framing, lots of definition in a kind of subtle way, so important. Then another Burberry product, do love my Burberry, is the lip contour in Fair. This is my first one of this, but I will be getting another, again, down to the nib. And just a great sort of colour that's very similar to my natural lip shade. And I like the fact that it's not a super pointy pencil. It kind of just gives you that sort of smudged but slightly more what's the word? It's kind of a palette enhancing product without looking too contrived. It's not a carefully etched on line. And I use it to really kind of bring out the corners and sort of definition around the cupid's bow in the middle of the lower lip. And then it's kind of just smudged into the rest of my lip. And it's good with gloss as well, but I like it on its own. Really chic. So that's great. Oh, and yes, one other eyebrow product, I forgot about this. So that Bobbi Brown Natural Brow Shaper, I think also in brunette, that's completely gone now. But I just like this size of the brush. I like the way it kind of makes the sort of the hairs kind of stand up and they're sort of individually kind of held in place. It's quite a groomed, but also a bit sort of 80s supermodel kind of vibes, as my lovely makeup artist friend Anastasia Borovic describes. We love our sort of Stephanie Seymour, Christy Turlington type makeup, sort of, you know, girly, fierce, very feminine and glamorous. So that's a great product. So what are we left with? Hair care. So, you know, shampoo and conditioner, I do jump around a little bit. I have been using the Naughty hair care products, and I have to say I really like them. I've come back from holidays, and normally I would find that my hair has suffered a bit, you know, being away for 2 weeks in the sea a lot. But using the right hair care products and letting my hair air dry naturally, and just allowing, you know, that kind of sort of texture from sort of a bit of sea salt, you know, from sort of swimming, to kind of just give your hair that bit of oomph, and then it brings out your natural wave, and then a couple of sections randomly tonged at the front for kind of the right shape. And I actually think it's been really good for my hair to have that break from sort of more intensive blow drying and things. So with that in mind, I've just been air drying with some of the Oribe Super Shine and Moisturising Cream. And I love this stuff. It really, again, another addiction that Space MK kind of keeps me supplied with. But you know, the bottles are nice and generous. They're expensive, but such a good product to use. And I love the way it just brings out my waves, but in quite a luxuriant way. And if I blow dry it straight, it makes it so glossy. And shiny and expensive looking. And then the final product, again, I use this on holidays quite a lot to sort of think of it as being, I don't know, a bit like lip balm for the ends of your hair. And it's the Phyto 7 Hydrating Day Cream with 7 plants. So I literally use this as sort of a moisturiser for the ends of my hair on days where it feels like just a little bit sort of crispy, especially around the front sections where I tend to tong it more. So yeah, as you can see, used it right down to the last little drop. So there you have it, my first empties video. Was that interesting? Was that helpful? Please do share in the comment section down below. Bye for now.